prime numbers and composite numbers. Are you remembering that? What is meant by prime numbers? When you are giving one number, how to check that is a prime number or not? So when you are giving one number, you should check that the only factors of that number is 1 and that number itself. What is that? When you are giving one number, what you should check? The only factors of that number is 1 and the number itself. So for example, 2, how you can write? 2 ones are 2. Okay. 2, how you can write? 2 ones are 2. So which are the factors of 2? 1 and 2 are the factors of 2. Factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Isn't it? So when you are giving one number, you should check the factors. Here you can see the only factors are 1 and the number itself. Isn't it? So we can say 2 is a prime number. Total how many factors for this number? Total 2 factors are there. Next we will take 3. What about 3? 3 how you can write? 3 ones are 3. Another way you can't write. That means the only factors of 3 are 1 and 3. That means the only factors of 3 are 1 and the number itself. That means 3 is a prime number. Total how many factors? 2 factors. Okay. So prime numbers means it has only 2 factors. Which are they? They are 1 and the number itself. Next, what about composite numbers? You know prime numbers are having 2 factors. So what is meant by composite numbers? Numbers having more than 2 factors. They are called as composite numbers. For example, 4 how you can write? 4 ones are composite numbers. I am going to explain. 4 how you can write? 4 ones are 4. In any way you can write 4. You can write as 2 multiplied by 2. So the factors of 4 are, which are the factors of 4? Factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Total how many factors are there? 1, 2, 3. Total 3 factors are there. That means this number is having more than 2 factors, isn't it? So when you are giving one number, if it is having more than 2 factors, then it is a composite number. Prime numbers, total number of factors are 2. Composite numbers, how many factors? More than 2. What about number 1? What about this number? 1 is a prime number. Is it a prime number or a composite number? First we will check for prime number. 1 how you can write? 1 ones are 1, isn't it? So which are the factors of 1? The only factor of 1 is 1. Isn't it? So this number having only 1 factor, but prime number is having 2 factors. That means is 1 is a prime number? No, 1 is not a prime number. 1 is not a prime number. Now you should check this number is a composite number. See composite numbers, how many factors? More than 2. Here only one factor is there. That means it is not a composite See here, here I am writing the numbers from 1 to 15. You should write all the prime numbers. To show the prime number, you should round it. Okay. Here, 1 is neither a prime number nor a composite number. So just we can shade it to show that. Okay. Which is the next number? 2. 2 is a prime number. Already I have explained what is it. 2 is a prime number. If 2 is a prime number, all the multiples of 2 are composite numbers. Again I will say 2 is a prime number. 2 is a prime number, then all its multiples are composite numbers. Isn't it? 4 is a composite number. Already I have given one example. 4 is a multiple of 2. What about 6, 8, 10, 12? That means all multiples of 2 is a composite number. To show that is a composite number, we can cancel it. See, 4 is a multiple of 2. That's so we can cancel it. 6, it is a composite number. 8, that is also a composite number. 10, multiple of 2, cancel it. 12, multiple of 2. Here, 14, 16, 18, 20. And other all even number is also a composite number. What is the reason? They are all multiples of 2. So we can cancel 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, and then 50. After that, the remaining prime numbers you should round it. See here, 3 is a prime number. Round that one. If 3 is a prime number, its multiples are composite numbers. Here you can see 6 is the multiple. Already we cancelled that one. Here, 9, composite number. 12 already we cancelled. Here, 15, cancel it. Next you see 21, cancel it. Next you can see 27. Next you should round off the prime number. Here you can see 5 is a prime number. What is the reason? Only factors are 1 and 5. So 5 is a prime number, then all its multiples are composite numbers. See here 5, 10, then 15, 20, 25, cancel it. Next you say 30, 35, cancel it. Next 40, 45, then 50. Next prime number you should round the. What is it? 7. So 7 2s are 14. Already we cancelled that. 7 3s are 21. Cancel. Then 7 4s are 28. Already we cancelled that. 7 5s are 35. Cancel that one. Then 42. Cancel. 49. Cancel. Now what is remaining here? 11. That is a prime number. 13 is a prime number. What about 17? That is also a prime number. 19, 23, then 29, 31. What about 33? That one is a prime number or a composite number. 33, you can write it as 3 multiplied by 11. 33, you can write it as 3 multiplied by 11. That means and you can write 33 as 33 multiplied by 1. So the factors of 33 are 1, 3, 11, 33. So this number having more than 2 factors. So 33 is a composite number. So cancel it. Next 37, that is a prime number. 39 you can write it as 1 multiplied by 39 and 3 multiplied by 13. So the factors of 39 are 1, 3, 13, 39. So it has more than 2 factors. So 39 is a opposite number. Cancel it. 41 prime number. 43 what is it? Prime number. Next last one 47. So which are the prime numbers up to 50? Which are the prime numbers we will get? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. In this one, any prime number is even. Can you see any prime number is even or odd? See here, except 2, other all prime numbers are odd numbers, isn't it? That means the only even prime number is 2, isn't it? Here you can see the only even prime number is 2. Other all prime numbers are odd. So the only even prime number is 2. Other all prime numbers are odd. All the prime numbers up to 50 you can write like this. So 2, 3 up to 47 you will write. Then even prime number that is 2. Now we can do the sums from your textbook. The first question. What is the sum of any two odd numbers? You have studied about even numbers and odd numbers. What is the question? What is the sum of any two odd numbers? When you are taking the sum of any two odd numbers, which answer you will get? For example, if you are taking two odd numbers, for example 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are two odd numbers. Take the sum of that. That means add it. What you will get? 8. 8 is a even number. What is that? When you are adding two odd numbers, you will get even number. So the sum of any two odd numbers are even. So what is the answer? Even number. Sum of any two odd numbers are even. Isn't it? See here, example you can see 3 and 5 are odd numbers. When you are adding it, you will get the answer 8. That means that is a even number. Can you say another example? 7 plus 11 I will do. 7 is an odd number, 11 is an odd number. When you are adding, you will get 18. That is a even number. Isn't it? Question. See here. Sum of any two even numbers. What is the sum of any two even numbers? To find the answer, I will show an example. First, you take any two even numbers. For example, 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are two even numbers. Take the sum of that. What you will get? 6. That is a even number. 10 plus 20. When you take in the sum of two even numbers, what you will get? 30. That is a even number. Isn't it? So what is the answer? Answer is even. You should state true or false. First question. Sum of three odd numbers is even. Is it true or false? You should say. See here. Sum of three odd numbers is even. So first of all, you should take three odd numbers. For example, I will take 3, 5 and 7. See here. First you take three odd numbers. So I am taking 3, 5, 7. Sum of three odd numbers. That means you should add these three odd numbers. What you will get? 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. Is it an even or odd? That is an odd number. But in this statement, what they given? Sum of three odd numbers is even. Is it true or false? That is false. What is the reason? From this example, you are getting the sum odd. That means this is a false statement. Next, see the second question. Sum of two odd numbers and one even number is even. Sum of two odd numbers and one even number is even. Statement is true. First you take two odd numbers. So to take 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are two odd numbers and one even number. So 2 we can take. So you should take two odd numbers and one even number. Sum of two odd numbers and one even number means you should add it. 3 plus 5, 8 plus 2, 10. The answer is even. Is it true or false? That is true. See the third question. Product of three odd numbers is odd. Product of three odd numbers is odd. Product means you should multiply three odd numbers. You will get the answer odd number. So we will check it by an example. You should take three odd numbers. So 3, 5, 7. Product of three odd numbers means you should multiply these three odd numbers. 3 5s are 15. 15 7s are 105. Is it odd or even? That is a odd number. So this statement is true. Next, the remaining questions we can see. You should state true or false. All prime numbers are odd. Is it true or false? Here you can see one prime number. The only one even prime number is 2. So we can't say all prime numbers are odd. There is an even prime number. That means this one is false. Next question. 2 is the only even prime number. Check here. 2 is the only even number. That's true.
True, ma'am. Some response are giving.
Next one. If an even number divided by 2, the quotient is always odd. If an even number divided by 2, the quotient is always odd. So by showing one example, see here, first you take one even number. For example, 4. 4 when you are dividing by 2, what will be the quotient? 2 2s are 4. So the quotient is
Even number.
quotient is an even number. But in this statement, they given the quotient is odd. So this statement is
False, ma'am.
false. Okay.
You also can speak some response.
See the next question. Write down separately the prime and composite numbers less than 20. You should write separately the prime and composite numbers less than 20. Here you can see the numbers from 1 to 20 we are writing here. In this one, which are the prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. Sorry, 23 we don't need. Less than 20 only need. So till 90. So which are the prime numbers?
2,
2,
3,
3,
5, 7,
7,
11, 13, 17, and 19.
So which one will be the composite number?
Leaving the prime numbers, other numbers are composite numbers now.
Okay. So here 2, 3. After this, which is the next number? 4. So 4 is a composite number. Which is the next number?
6,
6.
8,
After 7? 8,
9,
9,
10,
10,
12,
then after 11, 12, 14,
15,
15,
16,
16,
and 18. And
Okay.
also 20 now.
No,
Less
less
than
than 20
20
only we are saying. So we don't need 20. See the next question. Write the greatest prime number between 1 and 10. You should write the greatest prime number between 1 and 10. First of all, you should write all the prime numbers between 1 and 10. Which are they?
2,
2,
3,
2, 3,
5,
5
and 7.
and 7. In this one, which is the greatest prime number?
7 is the greatest prime number.
7. So 7 is the greatest prime number. See the next question. Which of the following numbers are prime numbers? Here they given some numbers. So in this one, which are the prime numbers that we should identify? So first one, first number they given 23. Is it a prime or composite number?
Prime number now.
Prime number, you can see here. 23 is a prime number. Is it 23? You can write just 23 ones up. So that means 23 is a prime number. Next one. 51.
51 is also a prime number.
No.
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 How now?
That is in multiple of 3.
Okay.
Isn't it? You can divide 51
Divide
by 3. What you will get? 3 ones are 3. And carry on 2. 21.
7s are
3 sevens are. So how you can write 51? 3 multiplied by
17.
17. That means 51 have more than 2 factors. So this is a composite number. Okay? See the next question. What about 37? That is a prime or composite number?
It's a prime number.
It's a prime number. 37 is a prime number. Next you say 26.
26 is a composite number.
Composite number.
It can be divided by 2.
We can divide by 2. It's a multiple of 2. So this is a composite number. Consider it. Next question say you should write 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100. What you should write? You should write 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100. And you should not get any prime number between them. Write 7 composite numbers and that should be less than 100. In between no prime number should come. So which are they? What about 90? 90 is a composite number because it is divisible by 2. So 90 is a composite number. What about 91? That is divisible by 7. You can check it here. 91 when you divide it by 7. 7 ones are 7. Remainder is 2.
1,
7
3
are. So the remainder is 0. So the factors of 91 are 7 and 13. So you can say 91 is divisible by 7. So 91 is a composite number.
Composite number.
92. That is a even number. Divisible by 2. So this is a composite number. What about 93?
It is divisible by 3.
Divisible by 3. We have any doubt, you can check it. 93 when you are dividing by 3. What you will get? 3 3s are 9. Then 3 1s are So what is the answer? 3 multiplied by 31 is 93. So factors are 3 and 31. So 93 is a composite number because it is divisible by 3. Next, 94.
It's an even number.
It's an even number, so it is divisible by 2. So this is a composite number. What about 95?
95 also divisible by 5.
Divisible by 5. So that is a 5. 95 is the multiple of 5. So 95 is a composite number. Last, you can say 96.
It's an even number.
Even number. Even number is divisible by 2. So this is a composite number. Now we are getting 7 consecutive prime composite numbers less than 100, and in between you can't see any prime numbers. So the 7 consecutive composite numbers are 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Okay. So the remaining sums I will give a homework. Do that and send through WhatsApp. Thank you.